Hello guys, we are from the third group. Today we would like to explain about adverbial clause.
Hello, my name is Sarita. I would like to explain about definition of adverbial clause.
Definition of an adverb clause. An adverb clause is a group of words that function as an adverb. The clause can modify verb, adverb, and adjective by telling when, where, why, how much, and under what condition. They begin with a subordinating conjunction, such as after, if, because, and although, and they contain a subject and a predicate. Adverb clauses are a clause that function as adverb. Since they are dependent clauses, they must have a subordinating conjunction to connect them to the other clause. Okay, thank you.
My name is Elvira Salsabila. I want to explain about types of adverbial clause.
Types of adverbial clause. For the first is adverbial clause of time. This type of adverbial clause modifies the actions in the main clause by indicating when it happens or by situating its occurrence in relation to another event or activity. The word used for adverbial clause of time are when, before, after, since, and another's. For example is, I come to your house when she wants to go out. The word when in the sentence as an adverbial clause of time. And the second is adverbial clause of conditions. This type of adverbial clause states an expected consequence of an assumed counterfactual conditions in the main clause. The word used for adverbial clause of conditions is if, unless, and less. For example is, you won't be rich unless you work hard. The word unless in the sentence as an adverbial clause of conditions. And the third is adverbial clause of purpose. This type of adverbial clause indicates the purpose or reason for the action stated in the main clause. The word used for adverbial clause of purpose are so that, in order that, and in order to. For example is, people eat nutritious food so that they will keep healthy. The word so that in the sentence as an adverbial clause of purpose.
Hello everyone, I am Devi Fitriana. I would like to continue to explain about the types of adverbial clause. So please pay attention for the PowerPoint.
Types of adverbial clause. Adverbial clause of result. These types indicate the result or outcome of an action or event stated in the main clause. Used for adverbial clause of result are the conjunction so that and such that. For example, she is so short that she can't become a stewardess. Next is adverbial clause of concession. This type of adverbial clause makes a statement that makes a usually unexpected contrast or contradictory admission regarding a declaration made in the main clause. Used for adverbial clause of concession are the conjunctions although, though, while, and even if. For example, he is still poor, although he has worked so hard. Next is adverbial clause of place. These types of adverbial clause indicates A, where the action in the main clause takes place, or B, indicates the position of something, whether the subject or object in the main clause. Used for adverbial clause of place are the conjunction where, wherever, anywhere, and everywhere. For example, wherever you are, I'll be able to find you. And the last is adverbial clause of manner. This type of adverbial clause specifies how something is done or accomplished by comparing it to the manner or way a similar action in the main clause is done or accomplished. Used for adverbial clause of manner are the conjunction the way, as, and like. For example, I was never allowed to do things as I wanted to do them.
Hello friends, my name is Abdul. I would like to give the example of adverbial clause.
Okay friends, I would like to give the example of adverbial clause. We take the sentence as I will give you the next clue when you are ready. We go to the three diagrams. Start from the S1. S1 divide on the three lines. The first is noun phrase, and the second is verb phrase, and then the last one is S2. Noun phrase divide on one line again as a pronoun. Pronoun as a word I. And then the second is verb phrase. Verb phrase divide on three lines again. There's a VGP as a verb global phrase as this line, and then the second is noun phrase, and then the last one from verb phrase is noun phrase again. VGP divide on two lines again. There's auxiliary and verb. Auxiliary divide on one lines. There's a mode. Mode as word is will. And then verb, there's a one line for word give. The second of verb phrase is noun phrase. Noun phrase divide on one line, there is a pronoun. Pronoun to show word you. And then the last one of noun phrase divide on two lines. There's a determine and end bar. And determine for us the word D, and then end bar. Let's divide on two lines again. There's AP as adjective phrase and N as a noun. Adjective phrase here, there's a one line for the word next, and N as a noun for the word clue. And then the last one is S2. S2 here show the second clause. So the word when you are ready does include for the S2. So that's the example of adverbial clause. Thanks for watching.
That's all about our presentation today. So thanks for your nice attention. We say
Wassalamualaikum